Hey, how you doing? It's your boy the Gang to Go, and thank you for clicking on this video. Now today I've got for you another Mobs for Money, part of the series where we're going ahead and trying different low level and mid level monsters to see how much money you can make as a mid level account doing combat, because as we know, combat is not the best way to make money as a mid level. So I wanted to see what monsters are out there where you can train your range, your mage, your attack, strength, defense, all that sort of stuff, and still make that little bit of money. Because if you're not making money, then are you even playing the game correctly? So the last two, or the first two episodes I should say, of this series so far, we looked at, I can't remember what we looked at. First two episodes we looked at Chaos Druids, and we looked at Flesh Crawlers. Flesh Crawlers being slightly better than Chaos Druids, but pretty similar in regards, to be honest, with each other. Today we are going over to Moss Giants. Now, if I was training on Moss Giants, I would do it a little bit differently. If I was here to train, then obviously I would be burying the bones, I would be high alking some of the drops, like the mithril long sword or spear or whatever it is, and some of those drops that you'll see on the table now, on the screen now I should say. But we're here to see how much money we can make, so I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently. I'm going to be teleporting back to Varrock, banking my bones, and then heading back. Now the place I'm going to be using is Varrock Sewers. I know there is a spawn in Brimhaven Dungeon, but I don't think that'll be the best for banking and stuff. And then there is also a spawn over here north of Ardoin, or Ardoin, whatever you want to call it, by these rocks over here. Run into that bank and back, teleporting, and then running through the sewers. There's not going to be much difference. The Ardoin is probably slightly better. But I thought I'd give Varrock Sewers a little go. So let's head on down, and while we're doing that, a like, a subscribe, all that lovely stuff would be massively and greatly appreciated. So while we are down there, we are going to be using a safe spot. I'm never actually trained on Moss Giants down here, so this safe spot is going to be a new one for me. But just for interest, for those of you that don't know where it is, once you go down to the sewers, you go all the way around, and then we head over here. And this is where the Moss Giants are. They've also got a little spawn of Moss Giants over here, but here is where I know you can save spot. So let's head on there, and I'll see you when we get there.
1 hour later.
Now here we are down at Varrock. So as I said before, you've got a spawn of 3 over here. You've then also got the spawn over here as well. One thing I would like to point out is, if you've never been over here before, this is Brioffa's lair. Once you get the mossy keys from the Moss Giants, you are able to go and have a go at the Moss Giant boss, which in the members worlds drops Brioffa's essence, which is worth something like 8 million. So it's worth quite a lot. So obviously we're going to spend an hour down here killing the Moss Giants, working out exactly how much money we can make, and then we'll go from there. Here we are. We've started on the Moss Giant grind. 1 hour Moss Giants. Let's see how we get on. Like I said, this is the safe spot that I'm going to be using. I have got one person over here meleeing them, but I don't think they'll mind me too much, nicking 1 or 2. If it does become a bit of a problem, then, you know, being crowded, that sort of stuff, then I'll hot weld and just work out and find a better world for it, maybe. I don't want to annoy them because I've hopped on and they're there, sort of thing. But there's the first kill of the grind. Now what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be banking all the bones, because I want to see a true reflection of how much money we can make. In an ideal world, if I was doing this, then I would be burying the bones and then just sort of grinding it out for levels. But because I'm working out how much money we can actually make, then I will be banking the bones. So there'll be quite a few runs, but that's not too bad. We've got our first little drop that we can high alk there, which if we get some nature runes. But again, because I'm looking at money, I'm probably not going to high alk it, because the nature rune and that in itself is going to be extra money on top. We have our first half decent seed drop in the snipgrass seed, which is nice. And there we have a second decent seed. Run our seed, 23k currently. Nicely done. That first inventory there has taken roughly about 10 minutes. Well, it's 11 minutes. So we're just going to finish this one off. Price check it, get to the bank, and then move on to the... and then come back and do the next inventory. So overall there, first inventory, not too bad to be fair. Let's go ahead and get the price check on. So we had 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 big bones, 3.4k total. We got 3 black shields. We got a couple of 100 coins. Them. We also got and sold a giant head, which is nice, worth 1k. And then 2 seeds, so snake grass at 4.6k, and then the Ranar seed at 23.6. So we are looking at inventory number 1 being a total of 34,436. Inventory 1. Fantastic. Right, let's get this banked and then let's get back there for inventory number 2. Timer is going as we speak. So we're looking about the second inventory being done now. 26 minutes into this 1 hour task. It's going to be roughly the same as well, about 10 minutes or so per inventory. However, obviously the banking time and the running time and all that is what makes the time up. So just get this one killed and then head on over. Oh, and we get a nice little seed, toe flag seeds, that's good. And then we'll head back to the bank. We're going to get it all price checked. And then we can come back and get the next inventory done. Not as good of inventory this time. We didn't get any Ranar seeds or any, any high expensive seeds. However, we still did get a couple. We've got a Qualm seed, which is like 900 GP, and a toe flag, which is about 1.3k, I think I said. And we got some nature runes. We've got some lore runes as well. So we've got to make sure we price check them into, yeah. So get the old price check up now. And what we're looking at is, we had 351 coins, toe flag seed and a Qualm seed. We got a steel bar, a giant head. We had 12 nature runes. We also got 6 lore runes. And then all of the bones. So that inventory there is looking at 9,705. So just add that into here. First 9,705 for inventory 2. So we got 2 inventories in and half an hour in, so I'll probably get another 2 inventories done. There we have another seed drop. That is absolutely lovely to see. Snapdragon seeds, I just can't believe how cheap they are now in comparison to what they were about 6 months ago. But it is what it is. Can't go back in time and do it back then. Can't go on those prices. We'll go on today's prices. But that is a 30k seed drop, which is absolutely fantastic for this. And we have a grimy Ranar weed, which is a nice little drop as well. Another 6-7k there. Not the Ranar seed, but we'll take the Ranar weed all day long. Here we are coming up to the 3rd inventory. We are, what, 40 minutes in. Had a nice little drop in a Snapdragon seed here. Probably going to kill these 2. Because once I quit the bone bolts and drop the cash, because bones are worth more than the cash I've got at the minute, then that'll be it. No other notable drops really this inventory. We had the Snapdragon seed and the Ranar weed with the only notable ones realistically. Got some runes, which is always nice to see. They're always worth a bit. Got a couple of shields as well as an ensouled head. So we'll make this the last one. So we're looking at a total here of 3.2k for the bones. Got a steel kite shield. Got the ensouled head. 2 black shields, 5.4k. Add in the runes to make 6.2. The run we takes it up to 12.1. And then we add that Snapdragon seed, and that takes us up to our third inventory being 43,368, which is really, really nice to see. Now the one thing I am surprised about is how little money you actually get from doing Moss Giants. Now, because the seed prices have dropped, it is not as profitable as it would have been 6 months ago. I remember when I was training on Moss Giants quite a while back. It was definitely really, really good back then. However, things change and we have to obviously run with that. It's not a problem. Let's get back down there for inventory number 4. But back here on our 4th inventory. And this is probably going to be the last one by the time that we do it, bank it and all that sort of stuff. So what I might do is, I might just spend the full 15 minutes here, even if I've killed all of them. And I've got a full inventory, probably just spend all 15 minutes here. And just see if I can get some better drops instead of the bones or whatever, for example. By the time that I've got a full inventory and I've banked and I come back, that'll be all the time up. So might as well just spend it here. Obviously the downside to that is less bones are being banked than what I'm killing, so it's not as I'm losing a bit of money here, there and everywhere, but the bones are not exactly worth a lot. They're only worth about 200 GP each, so it's not really something we need to worry about. Right, here we go then. We are coming up to the hour slots. Like I said, for the last 15 minutes, we just spent down here. There's no point in teleporting away trying to get another inventory in because we wouldn't get it. Anything good on the last one? Or what's that? Is that a grimy runner weed? Ah, see, that's well worth the stay for. So let's, in fact, let's drop a, no, let's not drop a bone. Let's equip my bone bolts. Let's get that grimy runner weed picked up, head on back to Varrock and price check all this lovely, lovely loot. Right, so inventory 4. We are looking at 515 coins. We got a magic staff. We got a myth spear. 2 black square shields. We got a grimy runner weed and a grimy qualm. We got 6 nature runes. And then all in all, 16 big bones. So we're looking at the last inventory there being 14,320. So if we add all of those up, right, so once you add all 4 inventories up across the hour, we made just over 100k. So not actually that good of a money maker. Good experience wise, we were getting some good range experience there, but there are definitely some better monsters out there for making money, especially even monsters that are lower level than Moss Giants. So there we go, over 100k profit per hour, killing Moss Giants, getting your range up. Can't really say fairer than that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all the love, all the support is greatly appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.